Virgo, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-December 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's happening for the lovely Virgo collective. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here. My gods, talk to me. What do we got for Virgo? We're getting very close to the holiday season, my friends. I hope you're ready for Kyle Claus to come to town. But yeah, we're just going to shuffle it up and we'll take a real quick look at this first energy. And then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, we'll pull a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going. Let's rock and see what we got for Virgo. Please and thank you, my guides. Let's get this going for my friends. You've had some very intriguing readings the past couple weeks, so I'm excited to see what the energy and universe has for you now. What do you think? Should I start rocking the beard ornaments yet, or are we too close or not close enough to Christmas time? Okay, page energy showing up for you here, which is very good, creative. A lot of you could be learning new things. This is very expressive type of energy. So when I see it right here up in the front, it could be telling us, regardless of what shows up in the tarot, this is good energy to really lean into. Okay, there's a lot of positives here. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the December subscriber surprise towards the end. So you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about this energy. As I said, yeah, this is an oracle deck, but this always reminds me of page energy. You see this individual, they're playing a lute or some sort of stringed instrument there. They have a yin-yang on their head. So what do we talk about with page energy? I always say they're students, they're messengers. So there could be new things you're wanting to throw your energy into, new jobs or new businesses, learning new things, new information, new skills. All of that is highly favored when we have this page energy, but this one's also very creative. So Spirit might be asking you to express your creativity, especially if you've been going through a little bit of a rough patch or a rough time. Expressing that energy and letting it out could be a very, very good thing for the whole Virgo collective. I mean, I have a lot of water sign placements, so I think creativity is like the lifeblood, but not everyone sees it that way. This card asks us to step into that energy, okay? Another thing with page energy, it's a communicator. So for a lot of you, there could already be a highlight around communication, talks, messages. So let's just put our friend down right there and we'll get into tarot now. And I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. Let's get you 3 cards in the upright, then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. So let's shuffle it up here one time for the lovely Virgos. And while we do, let's talk about last week's reading. And I've been seeing this magnetic energy around the Virgo collective for several weeks now, but last week's reading was titled, Here They Come. So whether it was someone coming at you, something coming back around, a situation, whatever it might be, I've seen it for like 2 or 3 weeks now where it's like the Virgos are attracting a lot of things. And you know, life is all about that balance where we either make action and work for something or we pull it in. That's the vibe I've been picking up for Virgo. So let's see what we have for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone you're linked to. Let's get it going though. Let's get 3 out here for the Virgo collective. See what's happening with my friends. So we are in mid-December. 3 cards for Virgo, please. Yeah, the deck is being very specific now, very interesting. And for those of you that are new here, I only read jumpers. That's why I do these little shuffles, okay? All right, this is probably the most specific one I have seen. All right, ooh, okay. Both of these cards are very, very still. We have the Hanged Man. Yeah, okay. So maybe this could be good if you are attracting things towards you, because when we get Hanged Man and the 4 of Pentacles, these are not budging whatsoever. These energies are very sturdy in place. Now, that could be very good depending on what you're going through. It could also be a little frustrating. So let's see what's up. Let's get one more out here. 6 of Cups. So this link to the past, this link to things repeating, cycles repeating, is also showing up once again. Okay, the 6 of Cups has been a card that's been out for you in recent weeks, specifically the last 2. So we're going to have to talk about this, Virgo. Very interesting mixture of energy. And yeah, let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. And we're going to definitely have to look at the layers of this reading, Because at first glance, I look down here, as I already mentioned, both of these are standoffish or still types of energies with the Hanged Man, Four of Pentacles. They're like immovable, okay? So whether it's something not changing or what have you, we'll dig into each one little by little. Then we have the Six of Cups on the back end, so connections, history, memories, stuff like that. Now, the one thing I will say, the Hanged Man is a card that represents Scorpio, and some people also link it to Virgo, so this could be a card representing you in some sort of way. So we'll have to see. We have a earth-water mixture as well, which does give us possibilities, but let's go through piece by piece and start to build this story out. So position number 1, the Hanged Man. This card gets a bit of a bad reputation sometimes. You see that an individual, they're upside down. Now, when I see this card, to me, it represents somebody that, once again, is not budging. You might be withdrawing your energy, pulling your energy back in some sort of way. This is an extremely analytical energy as well. So when I see it, there might be a situation, someone, something that you are keeping an eye on that has your attention, that has your focus. It could also go the other way around where you might have somebody else's attention. There could be someone like watching you a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised if we get Page of Swords energy out as well, because the Hanged Man is also a watcher. Now, this is other things. This is a self-sacrificial type of energy as well. You might be the type of individual where you put other people's needs ahead of your own. That's a big thing with this card, where it's like, all right, well, if they're happy, then I'm happy type of energy. But once again, it's not moving. It's analyzing, it's watching, it's strategizing. So we'll have to see what the clarifier is to really play it out. Now, I did say some readers link this to Virgo, so the clarifier might tell us something that could be coming towards you, okay, way you might be feeling, things like that. Now, moving to the center, very similar energy with this Four of Pentacles, but there's some distinct differences. Now, with Earth energy, that's an element you're very comfortable with, Virgo. So it could represent work situations, money situations, family situations. When we see the Four of Pentacles, there are positives to this card. I see it as a neutral card. The Four of Pentacles could represent somebody saving up for something or budgeting, doing the right thing with their money. So for a lot of you, if you're in money mode, you might be budgeting or saving up for something big when this card shows up. But it changes when we get to emotions and thought process. When this is a card representing someone's thought process, they're very stubborn. So this could be someone whose mind has not changed, their mind is not changing, they as a person are not changing. In regards to relationships, it could be somebody that's holding on to something, not letting it go. Now, that could be a good thing depending on what you're going through, right? It's good to know, like, hey, that person's still holding on to the memory of me. We could see that here with the Six of Cups, so just know that. Or maybe you're holding on to the memory of another person. But this card can also be a little rough. It could be someone that's a little possessive. It could represent jealousy. It could be anger, things like that. So we want to dig deeper on this for sure, especially with the Hanged Man. Now, moving to the back end, this adds a bit of spice to the whole reading, that is for sure. Let me get these cards all lined up. It's not as easy as it looks. We have the Six of Cups. Now, I have seen this card a few times throughout the whole zodiac this week in particular, and this is a very common card around this time of year, the Six of Cups, because it's one of my big cards of history, taking a walk down memory lane, and it is getting close to the holiday season, so whether it's you or somebody else thinking back on the past, this card does represent history. Now, of course, it represents soul ties, soul connections, somebody that you have a lot of history with, whether it's current life or even past life stuff. This Six of Cups is very, very deep emotional bonds. But once again, a card of history. Sometimes this could also represent offers as well, because we did see that for you a few weeks ago. So we're getting little bits and pieces of the energy we've had in recent weeks, that is for sure. Okay, but this Six of Cups it's going to be an interesting flavor to what we have going on here. So we're definitely going to Flavor Town. But with that being said, Virgo, let's dive deeper. We're going to jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for the lovely Virgos and see what's happening. My gods, talk to me. What's going on, my friends? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Hanged Man, see what's up. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Virgo, you can drop it down in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Hanged Man time. Let's see what's happening. Someone peeping you out? Is someone watching? Let's see. mean, it could be so many different things at this point. Why is that Hanged Man here for Virgo? Thank you. Yeah, okay. Yeah, someone is very stressed out here. We have the Eight of Swords. Now, I'm feeling a couple of different things. Yes, I do have to say it once again, even though like this person has a blindfold on with the Hanged Man, it's like, okay, there could absolutely be somebody like watching in one way. Now, I don't mean that to be nefarious or anything like that, because remember I did say there could be a very specific situation that might have your attention. So you might be keeping tabs or watching something, but another vibe I'm getting is like this person's watching that one doesn't really know about it. So there could be eyes on a certain situation. Now, the Eight of Swords, it's anxious, it's nervous, it's very uptight type of energy. So you could have someone really stressing out here, Virgo. I mean, that is what it is. You can't control other people's thoughts or feelings. But another thing with the Eight of Swords, it's a little trapped. So when I see it with the Hanged Man, there could be somebody in a situation where they feel like there's nothing they could really do. Like, my hands are tied. Literally, this is a card that says my hands are tied. What can I do at this point? So maybe you're feeling that way about certain things. Maybe somebody else feels that way. Like, yeah, like there's nothing I could do at this point. Okay, if I could, I would, type of energy. But that's another big thing. I already mentioned it a couple times. There is somebody keeping tabs here. There is somebody watching. And I don't say that to try to instill nervousness or fear or anything like that. There are tabs being kept. Okay, now that could be a work thing, personal thing, whatever it might be. And once again, it could be something as simple as there's a very specific situation that has your full attention. But let's keep moving. Obviously, only take whatever hits for you, but there is this energy here up front. If it's not nervousness, anxiousness, or the other things I was speaking about where somebody's hands feel tied. It's like, all right, what can I do now? Or what can I even do about this situation? So let's see what's up with that Four of Pentacles. We'll keep it moving. I don't want to get too bogged up in energy. It is what it is. But let's see why that Four of Pentacles is in the mix. And we'll keep it going. There's that Four of Pentacles here for the lovely Virgos. Yeah, the deck is being so specific for you this week. Two of Cups in reverse. Okay. This could be somebody a little grudgy, for sure. This could be somebody not looking at the positives of a connection. When I see the Six of Cups and the Two of Cups in the same read, of course, there's love, there's care here. But the vibe I'm picking up is like somebody might be a little, mad, angry, upset, but a little grudgy. Now, for a small portion of you, okay, very small portion, you might have dealings with an individual that is quite possessive, quite jealous, and it is showing up here. Remember all the stuff I was saying about the Four of Pentacles? Now we have the Two of Cups in reverse, so it's like, okay, I'm not letting go of this. I am in control of this. It's a warning for sure. Okay, I do feel that. And I think we'll see more when we get over to the Six of Cups. But with the Two of Cups in reverse, there's some sort of disharmony here. When it's in the upright, it's good. It's easy flowing, good communication. In reverse, once again, communication issues are here as well. So maybe there's someone that you have blocked out. I mean, that's a big possibility as well. But I don't want to harp on it. It is what it is. You know, you can't control how somebody's feeling here, but they're not letting go of something. Okay, so whether it's you in general or the history or a little grudginess, right? So, or jealousy. Let's keep moving. Once again, I feel as I'm moving through this energy, both of these energies are like kind of trying to keep me trapped in them. So that's something to watch out for in the coming days and weeks. Not to get stuck in thought loops. Don't get stuck in certain ways of thinking, because these energies are like kind of trap me in. Let's keep going with that Six of Cups. And we'll do a quick little recap before we get into the shadow card. So why is the Six of Cups here for the lovely Virgos? Guides and spirit team. What's happening with my friends? Thank you. Okay, yep. And did I not call it at the very beginning? We got some Page of Swords action, the Watcher of the tarot deck. Thinking back on the past here a little bit, whoever this is on the back end, memories. And as I've been saying, there's been a big energy of somebody not being able to let someone or something go. Okay, now I'm not passing any judgments on that whatsoever, but once again, when we have the Hanged Man, when we have the Page, this could be two people watching, right? That's a big possibility as well with the way the energy's intermingling. Okay, now the Page of Swords could be air sign energy. Okay, Out of all the pages, this one's a little bit more defensive, so it can be a communicator for a portion of you. Maybe this is just an air sign that you have a lot of history with. Pages could represent age differences, people younger, and all that stuff. But this Page of Swords, although it will talk, it is very, very defensive about it. Okay, still with the new things, but there is a lot of watching going on here. Okay, so I will say for some Virgos, there might be multiple people keeping tabs for different reasons. Okay, that's a huge vibe I'm picking up here already. Like with the Hanged Man in the front, now we're ending off with this page. It's like multiple people could have their focus on you, and it makes sense. Because remember, I did say in like the last couple of weeks, there's been this magnetic energy moving towards you. Now we're seeing it. That comes with it, right? Other people's attention. Okay, so whether it's other people's moves or other people's actions or other people's attention, it's still showing up here where you might be getting a lot more attention, even if you don't see it or sense it. It's a very interesting message here. Now, aside from that, yeah, this could just be somebody reminiscing, thinking back on memory lane, whereas this one's a little more sour, this energy in the middle. This one is a little less so. Okay, so this reading has a lot happening. Let's go through and do a quick recap, then we'll get into the shadow card for you, Virgo. Obviously, only take this if it hits. I know there's a lot of specifics in this week's reading, but if you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we have the Hanged Man with the 8 of Swords in the upright. So yes, I did see that there could be somebody keeping tabs or watching something for sure, but another big vibe I was picking up here is someone feeling like their hands are tied, like there's nothing they could really do. Like, what can I really do in this situation? It's like, if I could do something, I would do something. Now it's also like a little stress and anxiousness, but I mean, the energies like kind of it's trying to keep me trapped here. Now, moving to the center, we have the 4 of Pentacles with the 2 of Cups in reverse. I did say this could be someone feeling quite sour, not letting something go, whether it's memories, which we do have memories in history here as well, but I was also getting that little possessive, jealous vibe as well. So beware of that. There could be somebody who's like upset or angry still, but you can't control other people's emotions, right? Maybe you're a little flustered with someone as well. Moving on the back end, we do have the 6 of Cups with the Page of Swords, the other watcher showing up here, and it makes complete and total sense. There's a lot of watching. There's a lot of tabs being kept all over the place within this reading in 2 areas, to be specific. One is a little more sour than the other, I will say that for sure. So Virgo, please take a screenshot if you want to look into that further. Let's get into the shadow card here. And yes, I always like to pull a shadow card at the very end. So let's see what's in the shadows for Virgo, my guides. Whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. I always like to end off with this. It doesn't always have to be a challenge. So let's see what's in the shadows for Virgo. Oh, and yes, if you've made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it down in the comments. There's several different tiers to choose from, and it's a beautiful way to support the channel. Obviously, no pressure, but let's get it going here. Let's get it going. One nice shadow card for my Virgos, please. Thank you. 8 of Swords. And the 8 of Swords, which is here in the main part of your spread, is also your shadow card. So overthinking could plague a lot of Virgos in this time, or just like thinking things into the ground. Once again, those feelings that I said here in the beginning, like feeling trapped. I would say, especially in this time for a lot of you, watch out for things like anxiety, nervousness, overactive mind, or thought loops. That's a big thing with this 8 of Swords. But another thing is it's energy of somebody feeling trapped. So if by any chance or reason you're feeling trapped, whether in your head or in a current situation, this could be spirit telling you like, hey, the good thing about this energy is that it's fleeting, it will pass, it will move through, but you might need to break free of this, okay? Easier said than done, right? To get out of thought loops or overthinking, but this is just doubling down that there is somebody on edge, right? Or a little nervous. So take from that what you will, Virgo. That's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details, the December subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the November subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced after this week's Fire and Air readings. But for December, I'll be giving away 3 copies of the beautiful Tarot of the Owls. It's one of my favorite new decks out there, and it's really enjoyable to work with. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, what do you think tarot is best used for? Is it for looking at love situations, the past, the future, energy checks? Whatever it is, you drop your answer down in the comments below. And as always, the winners will be announced at random at the end of December. My friends, as always, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.